often made jokes that I'm an ain't shit indie boyfriend, moody and edgy and maybe even creative, but when he takes you back to his apartment after his raucous basement show where he screams all the things that he should be telling a therapist, there's just blank walls and a moat of squalor surrounding the sad little island that is the mattress on his floor. When I lived in Brooklyn, I didn't even have a bed. Well, unless you count the punctured air mattress that I made no effort to keep inflated, but made a nest of nonetheless. I had the gall to bring a girl back there once. I offered her all my pillows and tried to treat her like a princess, but despite my best efforts, she still took it as a sign of disrespect. When, in my heart, I had much more respect for her than for myself. When I lived in New Jersey, I slept on my roommate's couch all throughout my internship. It was only about 2 or 3 hours of sleep every night, so really what should it matter, I thought. In the summer, we took in a boarder who made the couch his home. So, in an act of pity and compassion, my ex bestowed upon me their sloppy seconds, which is why I have this mattress. Even with a room of my own, in times of strife, I found myself setting up camp back on the couch, much to my poor roommate's chagrin. Couch surfing of my own volition in the very place I paid rent. Still, in time, I got comfy enough in the seemingly somewhat stable hearth and home of Hoboken to put up posters. But as the tape began to come unstuck, it took courage to press it back down again, since if I let it ease itself off organically, it would be easier to pack up and leave when that time inevitably comes. And that time inevitably came, with less than a month to find a new place. The move was tumultuous and, frankly, quite traumatizing. But I am so lucky because I found an apartment of my own, and not just that, but my apartment is in New York City, the place in this world that feels the most like home. But here in my beautiful Manhattan shoebox, I now wrestle with this knee-jerk response that home is too good for me. In my 5 months of living here, the enormity of my good fortune, unmanageable in its magnitude, has instead made me catatonic. Scared of being assured, too terrified to let it feel real. I never had a home that I could trust, but I want so badly to be able to trust this. Of the belongings I saved amidst the fight-or-flight reaction that was my move here are these sweet, wholesome, boomer-ass tchotchkes that my mom gave me. The letters H, M, and E, with little symbols representing seasons for the O. I set it up in my apartment, even while everything else sat in boxes. I keep the heart as the O, so it matches the pillow my grandma gave me, where she wrote my name above the Manhattan skylines, backing the words, "I love New York." H-O-M-E. This is my home. I claim this space. I deserve what home feels like. In fact, this isn't even the original rite of passage bed frame. I acquired that back in April, and after letting it sit in its box for well over 30 days, I figured, since I couldn't return it, I might as well set it up. And wouldn't you know it, after all that build-up to building it, it went and collapsed beneath me as a casualty of Mercury in retrograde. This one is particularly rough. And I know that my past self would have been too defeated to replace it, taking it as a sign from the universe that I shouldn't have a bed frame if they're just gonna break anyways. But I'm a different person now, and I'm not gonna let life knock me down that easily. I'm gonna keep building a home for myself, even if it means rebuilding. Today I reassembled my bed frame, and I'm the proudest I've been all year.